Hi guys, it's Jessica. I am here by myself today because I have filmed a eye look for you. An eye look. I know English. This one right here, as I'm sure you guessed, using this brand new Anastasia, and I just whacked myself with it. This Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I'm sure you guys have seen this. This has just kind of been flooding Instagram and YouTube, and everybody has just been dying over it. Sarah actually picked this guy up for me. She's such an awesome sister. She's amazing, wonderful. I'll explain that a little bit later, but I just wanted to get on here, film a quick eye look. We are actually thinking about doing more eye looks on our channel just because they are a lot less time consuming and we both take for fucking ever to do our makeup every day. So an actual like talk through tutorial, get ready with me, whatever, would probably be like 2 hours long. So if you want to see how I got this look, just keep watching. Okay, so we are going to get started with the beautiful, brand new Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. This, if you haven't seen it, I mean, I think everybody has, but if you haven't, there she is right there. And this palette is nothing but gorgeous warmth and purples and reds and just beautiful goodness. And Sarah actually picked this guy up for me as a surprise. I was planning on buying it when it came into stores at Ulta, and Sarah picked this guy up for me. She sent me a picture, but she asked me, who's your favorite sister? And then sent me a picture of 2 Modern Renaissance palettes because she knew I was planning on buying it, but it came to Sephora first. So she went there and she picked it up, and she is so amazing. I mean, she's okay. I mean, she's all right. You guys have met her, right? Yeah. So we are going to get started with this guy. I am going to be using the Morphe M505. And I'm going to be going into the shade Burnt Orange. I have already, like, you know, as you can see, done all of my face. I've primed my eyes and set my primer, so we are ready to rock. We are going to be going into Burnt Orange first, and that is just a gorgeous, gorgeous transition shade. Transition shade. Tap off the brush, and just kind of drag this. I don't normally do my eyes second. I always do my eyes first because fallout, and when I do my winged eyeliner, I tend to have to clean it up a bit. So today I am being brave and trying to do my face first, and then I'm going to attempt a winged eyeliner without screwing up all of my foundation and concealer. I think this is going to be difficult, but we're going to try. So I really, really love these Morphe brushes. Sarah gets them in a monthly subscription box. She keeps telling me to sign up for it, but she usually ends up giving me like 2 or 3 out of her whatever she gets each month, so I don't really see why I should. Or maybe I should just start, like, you know, chipping in on half the price for hers or whatever, but we're sisters, we're twins. What's hers is mine. She knows that. Okay, taking that in circular motions. I'm concentrating it like stronger on the outer part of my eye, just because I like to make the outer part of my eye deeper. And this is just such a gorgeous color. These shadows are really soft. They blend just beautifully. I love this palette. I love it so, so much. I think my only issue with it is I wish it was, oddly enough, more orange. But I mean, it's pretty much perfect the way it is, so like, who am I to complain? Honestly, I love it for exactly what it is. Okay, I'm going to be taking this Morphe M330, and let's see, let's try Love Letter. We're gonna do Love Letter, like concentrated, like really in the crease. This is you know, a much more tapered brush, so very good for concentrating darker colors, and yeah, I love it. I've already said I love Morphe brushes, but I really, really do. They are super good. Tap off the excess. These are very pigmented eyeshadows. So they blend so well together. Sarah and I are actually thinking about starting to do a lot more looks on our channel. We've done a handful, but we both take a super long time doing our makeup, so you know, most of the videos you guys have seen from us have been very sped up. And yeah, I don't like doing like super sped up, super chopped up videos, so that's why we don't really do tutorials very often, because it's a pain in the ass to edit them and then we have to voice them. Yeah, we can't really do like Chatty full face because it really does. It takes, I'd say, every morning I take about, shamefully, an hour and a half to do my makeup. I like to seriously take my time with it. So, what do you guys think about us doing like maybe more eye looks? I think that that would be like kind of a good compromise, you know? And again, taking this and blending it more concentrated on the outer part of my eye. Just back and forth motions. Little swirls on the outer corner. Just keep going back and forth until it's blended. Exactly how I want it. I have really been loving like bright pinks, bright purples, bright everything for the summer, honestly. Summertime is the time to play with color. Oh, going to go back in with that original Morphe M505 and just kind of blend these two together. Make it as seamless as I possibly can. Blend again. I swear, if you don't know, like if you don't think you know how to do eyeshadow looks like these people on YouTube or Instagram do, it's seriously, it's just all about blending. It really is. It's not like there's nothing to it but to just blend. I have people at work all the time tell me, there's no way I can do that. You have so many colors on your eyes. And I'm like, it's seriously easy. It's just about blending. That's how I taught myself. That's how Sarah taught herself. Okay, I am going to be taking this e.l.f. Professional eyeshadow brush. This is actually the older version of this. They have a new one. See if I can find it. You can see they're very different. This one's a little bit more flat, this one's fluffy. I actually kind of prefer the flat ones because I feel like it picks up and packs product on. Fluffier brushes tend to distribute. I like to pack when I'm putting it on my lid. So, we are going to be using Primavera all over the lid. It is a gorgeous champagne color. So shiny, so pretty. I'm using that all over the lid. See, it just gives such a bright, beautiful glow. And I do like to go lightly on my lid at first and then just kind of build up, because you can always add more you can't take away, right? We all know that. So even though this is a light shade, I want to gradually build it to get the intensity that I want. This palette is amazing, honestly. They did jump the price up a bit. The first Anastasia palette I bought was $29. Then they went up to $30, and then when they came out with the self-made palette, it was $35, but they had additional eyeshadows. I think 4 additional eyeshadows in the palette, and now this is $42. I don't know, I think they're getting up there. These used to be my absolute favorite for, you know, we did a video on it, like items to save your pennies for, and we said Anastasia because they are the most affordable and they are such great quality. Now they're getting up there and they're starting to be more like Lorac and, you know, Too Faced prices. Not quite Urban Decay prices. Urban Decay is one of the more pricey ones, $54. They're lucky I love that Naked palette though. Make such sexy faces when you do eyeshadow. And heavy breathing, by the way. Okay, I am now going to take this e.l.f. Professional Defining Eye Brush. This is just a very like thin brush, not very like, you know, fluffy, but it's also kind of angled. I don't know, this thing has been through hell and back. I've washed it so many times and it's held up. This is one of their dollar brushes. I'm obsessed with e.l.f. honestly. I have a few like Sephora brand brushes. Those were a gift from a coworker, but e.l.f. I swear by. Okay, I'm gonna be going into Cypress Umber, and I'm gonna be taking that on the outer corner of both of my eyes, just kind of deepen it up. And then we're gonna go in with another purple shade and just kind of add a little pop. You'll see what I mean. Tap off the excess. These shadows, they're a little powdery. And I'm a little bit afraid because, you know, I've already done my concealer. As you can see, the pigmentation is really there. Anastasia shadows are some of the best. And see, look, I have a tendency to go super heavy on one eye and like kind of light on the other, so I'm gonna have to even that shit out. I might have a makeup channel, I might have a YouTube channel with my sister, but that does not mean that I have any sort of professional skill when it comes to this. I learned from watching videos, watching tutorials, watching these amazing makeup artists on YouTube, and that's how I taught myself. Trust me. I was looking back at pictures the other night and I saw pictures of Sarah and I was like, damn girls, you didn't even have eyebrows on. I have to see if I can find some of those, maybe pop them up in a future video, because they are pretty effing hilarious. We would wear things like super thick, dark black eyeliner. I don't know, it was a mess. It was a mess, absolutely embarrassing. So if I can find pictures, I'm definitely gonna try. Okay, I am taking right now the color Antique Bronze. This is just such a gorgeous shade, and I am going to be sort of making that mix. As you can see, I kind of already started with that. Making that mix together with Cypress Umber to fade into Primavera. So this is such a gorgeous shade. I'm using that same brush, the e.l.f. Defining Eye Brush, and I'm just gonna be like trying to fade them all into one another. This is just a beautiful sort of purpley brown bronze shade. It's so lovely. Do you ever notice how one eye always comes out way better than the other? I feel like I do way better on one eye than the other. Like this eye, I like this eye better. We'll see what happens when I do my winged eyeliner though. That's gonna be a mess. I don't think I'm gonna do that on camera. I don't know, maybe I'll do one eye on camera. Because the other eye is going to be just like tears, crying, cursing. It's gonna be ugly. And I don't know. I don't want you guys to see me like that. Alright, and now I'm going to be taking, again, the M505 and just kind of swooshing back and forth. Trying to blend everything together. And now, yes, I think I am actually, because I'm going to be doing my my eyeliner. I'm going to do one eye on camera, one eye, because the other one, probably I'm going to mess up my foundation, I'm going to touch it up, and it's just going to be a whole mess, and, well, I don't know. I just have such, like, I said a while ago in a video, and I think I might have cursed myself, that I believe that people think winged eyeliner is hard because they were told it was hard, and I never knew that. When I first started doing winged eyeliner, I never knew it was supposed to be hard, and I never had a hard time. Now that I know it's supposed to be hard, even though I never had a hard time before, I have a hard time always. I think I've set myself up for failure with that statement. So we are going to use the Wet n Wild Pro Line felt tipped eyeliner. I'm just going to use the shade Black. If you have not tried these are an amazing, amazing eyeliner from the drugstore. They are like hands down my favorite. They've taken the place of my Kat Von D. Sorry, trying to turn my mirror here so I can get the magnified side. My mirror's broken. In a moment. Okay, so that was a long effing process. I've had that camera turned off for probably about 20 minutes to get them to be kind of matching. I have the same idea of eyeliner as I do eyebrows. Sisters, not twins. As long as it's close enough, I'm fine with it. People can't look at both eyes at the same time. There you go. So we are now going to move on to the lower lash line. Okay, so while I do definitely like pull on my the side of my eye to preserve my, you know, just not preserve or care about the delicate nature of my eye skin, for some reason I can't do it on here. So I definitely use like my brush with gentle pressure. This is an e.l.f. blush brush. It's tapered. This is also my under eye setting brush. Okay, I'm gonna use this to kind of on my eye so it's not, you know, my fingers dragging down on it. And I'm going to be using my ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in Boots. This is the bright pink color. You guys are gonna see exactly how vibrant it is when I put it on. It is so good. I talked a lot of smack about these eyeliners. I've since, you know, sung their praises. Can you see that? That's gonna stay just as vibrant, like even in my waterline for the rest of the day. But yeah, I talked a lot of smack, but these are actually like super good waterline pencils. Don't use them on your upper lash, or upper lid. Don't. But if you get some, use them down here. These are $5 on ColourPop. I have a bunch of different wacky colors I've shown many times in other videos, and they're good down in the lower lash line. I love them for the waterline, absolutely. Okay, this is an e.l.f. professional eye blending brush that I have since smooshed to make it sort of like a under eye, lower lash line brush to brush on eyeshadow with. That's the exact title, by the way. I have cat hair all over my effing face. This is pissing me off. Anyway, moving on. I am going to basically take the same shadows that I put on my eyelid, like three of them, and just kind of drag them on my lower lash line, starting with that brown shade, Cypress Umber. Just gonna kind of tap off, always, and sort of drag it. I like to do the darkest shades first, just to kind of deepen up the outer portion of my eye. I know that's kind of like a traditional eye look, just the dark outer and the bright inner, but I love it. Sometimes I'll use like a bright yellow for the inner part of my lid. Just gonna keep going until I get the smokiness I want. Alright, next I'm going to take Antique Bronze on that same brush. I don't like wipe my brush off or anything in between. I just kind of keep going. And now I'm going to put that sort of like, not quite towards the outer, but like not quite in the middle. And then I'm going to drag it into the middle. And this sort of helps also blend out the eyeliner as well, so it's not so potent. Okay, and let's take Burnt Orange, the shade that we did in our crease to begin with, and we'll put this like slightly lower on the outer and drag it slightly lower across. This just kind of gives a nice little smoky look also, and it also, you know, connects it to the rest of the eye look, and you know, these are the same shades, so they match. Good enough. And then I'm gonna take Primavera, that champagne-y color, and I'm gonna put that right here, right on the, I guess not quite the inner corner, but the outer or the inner part of the lower lash line. Not quite the inner corner. I'm gonna use a different shade for highlight for that. Okay, and now for my inner corner highlight, I am going to take, this is an Eco Tools brush I've had for God knows how long, and I'm going to take the color Vermeer. This is sort of like a pinky highlight shade, and I know lots of people don't like shimmer on the brow bone, but I do. I don't know, I just think it looks beautiful. These are kind of powdery, but they are gorgeous, so just always make sure to tap off your brush. Just always. Okay. This also kind of helps blend the transition shade so it doesn't just look like BAM! Like orange mark on my eye. Just kind of helps it blend. Okay, and then I'm going to take, this is a little Wet n Wild eyeliner brush. I use this almost every single time. I'm gonna go also into Vermeer and highlight my inner corner. This is such a beautiful color, concentrated. I hope you can see the shine on it. Oh. Oh. I have to say, Anastasia is like the one brand that I have so many palettes of. Other than Urban Decay, I have like 5, I think. Urban Decay I have like countless, let's be honest, but this is easily like Urban Decay is my absolute favorite. Anastasia is the second best. It's definitely a close second. These colors are beautiful, and you know, the price is right for the palettes. I'm all done with this guy. We are only on to, you know, mascara and such, but I do want to say this palette, if you don't have it, highly recommend. It is a permanent item, so you do have time to get your hands on it. And they said they're going to be coming out with another one for the fall that's going to have some more cooler tones, because this is definitely a warm tone eyeshadow palette, just with all the reds and the purples and the oranges. This is very warm tone, so if warm is not your thing, let's look forward to that palette in the fall, huh? There's supposed to be 2 permanent palettes coming out for this, so I can't wait. Okay, and now we're going to be doing my favorite mascara combination. This is the Tarte Tartist mascara. We recently gave one of these away. It was part of a gift set in our 500 subscriber giveaway, and holy shit, we are like at 760. You guys are amazing, and we are getting so close to 1,000, and I believe we're going to be doing something else for that. Something exciting, I think. Maybe a couple of something excitings. So once we get there, y'all shall see. I'm going to be using this. This is my boo thing. I had to go buy the full size. I love the Tartist mascara. Don't make stupid mascara face, Jessica. Too late. I'm just gonna roll with it. You can see up my nose. Sorry if there are any boogies. I just love the length that this gives. It gives such a good length. It gives, you know, a bit of volume, not a whole lot. That's why I do a mascara cocktail. But this just starts out with the length. Like, so wonderful. I love this mascara. Especially on the lower lash line. This may be my sexiest face yet. Not sure. Highly, highly, highly recommend this. It is a pretty wet formula, so if you don't like wet formulas, you probably won't like it. I've seen a lot of people have problems with flaking on it. I don't, which is kind of odd because I have extremely like oily skin. So usually people with oily skin tend to have problems with flaking like along their lower lash line. The oils kind of disrupt the mascara. But I don't really have any problems with it, and I mean, I highly recommend it. I mean, they do have sample sizes. They do sell, you know, the cheaper, like tiny sizes, like this size. This is the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara, but like they do have the tiny sizes of these mascaras to try out if you don't want to spend the full 23 bucks. And I can honestly say I don't blame you, because unless you already know you love it, why the fuck would you? So we are going to now take the Mascara Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara and put this on our top lashes. This has kind of been my lash combo, my mascara cocktail for a little while. I didn't really like this mascara at first, but now that I've had it for a little bit, it's dried out a little, it's better. It gives me good clump, and you guys know how I feel about good clump. There is the finished eye look right there. I do not have a lipstick. Let me go grab one. Alright, I am going to actually use this is the Maybelline, I think these are called like the Vivid Bolds or something like that. I don't know. They're the brand new ones in the clear-ish blue tube. This is the color Gone Greige. I feel like this would be such a beautiful color because it's super neutral, but a little bit gray. And you get, I love gray lipstick, let's be real. So I'm gonna put this guy on, and then we're gonna spray my face, and then we're done. Oh my god, look at that. Now I normally wear super bold lips, but it's really hard to put on bold lipstick, and I do not have a steady hand, so maybe I should get more into nudes. I do have a couple of really crazy colors in this that I might have to bust out on this channel. Stop talking while you do your lipstick. These lipsticks kind of dry down matte. I don't know, they're a little more glossy than the creamy mattes, or they're a little more like glossy feeling, a little more creamy feeling, I guess. They're not quite as, the creamy mattes are creamy, but they're kind of like dry creamy, if that makes sense. I hope it does. But these are like really creamy. They feel really slick on the lips. But then they dry down, and they're sort of long wearing. I would say they transfer just a little bit, but if you've seen some of these guys, pick them up. They have some really wacky colors and I really like them. So this is the finished makeup look. All I have left to do is spray my face. I'm gonna use my Makeup Revolution, the matte setting spray, whatever it's called, Pro Fix or something like that. I don't know, it's back there. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and click that subscribe button. Click, and we will see you very soon in our next video, which will have, you know, my dog back next to me. Maybe I can get her to do a friggin' eye look. I don't know, I've been trying to get her to do a look for forever. And she just, no. She's such a grump. So I will see you guys very soon in our next video.